show. Maybe I should unplug the battery, but I don't want to unplug it. Anyway, today is Wednesday, February 18, 2026. It's right now 19:15, which is 7:15 p.m. Hope you had a good Wednesday, good hump day. I kind of just had a day. This is the regular work day. Hope all is well wherever you are. I'm using these again today. Just want to make sure I put them all upright, like after I was done yesterday. Let's see what's going on. What's happening? I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like my readings are interesting. And as I'm saying that, there's delays with money. Somebody can't travel because there's delays with the money. I'll flip some just to get spicy. Get a little spicy. Flip a few of them. Ooh, that didn't work. I think I turned it. Let's turn it this way here. 10 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. This is all bad for someone. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The business is not going well at all because it's in reverse. So this businesswoman, their business is either no longer operating or it's under maybe an audit or like there is some type of review going on. This business that this person runs, because I saw the 5 of Pentacles and I also saw the 10 of Wands. So this business that this person runs is not going very well at all. Wow. Okay. Oh yeah, this is going to be extra spicy. Because this deck is not in reverse at all. And all of these cards are in reverse. Sweet. Just give me a second. Wow. So this person is lying to them. This Queen of Pentacles is lying to herself. I'll get to that. I'm going to get to that. Because that's what it appears to be. She's lying to herself. It's something that they don't know. Or something that they couldn't lie about or couldn't hide from the legal system. from like the IRS. You know, I'm in the US. So from like the IRS or like on their taxes or something, or maybe their local government, like their city, county, you know, state taxes or something like that. Like they didn't actually provide correct information, or something they forgot about or didn't know to do. And they can't lie about it anymore. So there's some important information that they missed out on. So the moon is here. The moon is like, oh, there's secrets. There's something that is being missed, unheard, untold. And there's a king of, again, this guy. The king of swords is here, who's a liar. Very likely this person's partner, or some type of guidance, some type of guide, this guy could be her tax preparer, that didn't give her the information that she was supposed to know. But I said that she's lying to herself because, yeah, there's things that you don't know, but you can't tell me you don't know when another person's lying to you. We're just, the perception is these things don't add up. You know what I mean? Like, if it's not adding, if I got the county breathing down my neck or the IRS breathing down my neck, like I mentioned, an audit or something like that, then something wasn't done right. Something, you lying to me about something. And to be in her emotions about it and not actually paying attention to the situation at hand and really focusing on like, okay, let me fix this. Because your emotions don't mean shit to anybody but you. Like when you're talking about business, your emotions don't mean shit. No one cares how you feel. No one cares. That's your emotions and no one cares. You know what I mean? Like, hate to be brash, but hey, that's how it is. Like, especially when it comes to the Fed. Like, they don't give a damn about how you feel. That person lied to you, that sound like a you problem. So you need to pay this bill by this date or we'll be back to grab some of this stuff. Like, we'll help you pay it. Don't worry. We'll take a piece. But she's like sitting around like in her feelings about it. Like, she needs to get out of her feelings, which, she likely is because, of course, justice is here. They're probably going to tell her that. Like, the auditors are probably telling her that. Like, you want me to care about your feelings? What am I, your mom? Do I look like your dad? Do I look like I care? Like, even if I was one of those people, do I really look like I care? There was information that she's missing, and she wants people to, care more about her emotions and, look at it like, oh, I'm the victim here. Hey, welcome in. Like me, thumbs me up or whatever the hell, and have a seat. Enjoy. Yeah, so she wants to be the victim. You're not a victim. Like, you're a business owner. There's another way that she could have known this information. And she didn't ask. She didn't want to know. She didn't bother to figure it out. So she's the reason, she's on the opposite end of this wheel of fortune. Even though she wants to blame somebody else and be the victim. You're not the victim. You're not the victim. You're not the victim. Because as a business owner, you have a responsibility. You have a due diligence. So you have a requirement to be able to ask questions. If you can't ask questions, you're not a business owner. You need to go sit your ass down somewhere, do some hair or some nails or something. Because a real business owner, like somebody who's really trying to run a business, they're going to ask questions. They're going to be, and this is wild, I picked up this card to say this. They're going to be in the learning phase all the time. There's no such thing as being a business owner. You can always ask a question. There's no such thing as being a business owner and like knowing everything. Like you don't, obviously she didn't know everything. So she got blasted. Aww. That is so sweet. Yeah, of course. Let me wrap this up and I'll look into that, okay? That sound good? I want to see what happens to this heifer because this is ridiculous. Like, to me, in my opinion, this is not business management. Like, to be a Page of Pentacles in the reverse, like somebody who's like, I don't want to, I know everything. Thank you. I know everything. I don't want to ask. Like, I know, you're petty. This is one of these people like, I'm a business owner. I know everything. Like, you're not, no. Like, you don't know everything. And you got to always be humble about it. Ooh, this King of Swords has the devil on top of that. This King of Swords did it on purpose, y'all. What a douchebag. This guy's a douchebag. Why would you? You know what? I don't know what their relationship is or was at one point, but he did that shit on purpose. Wow. Wow. Are they working together? That's wild. Oh, man. I want to say they were that there was three people here. There is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Pentacles to the moon, and the King of Swords to the devil. That's three people. The King of Pentacles is upright on top of the moon, so that is what she didn't know. This King of Pentacles was in the background using this King of Swords in reverse in order to ruin everything for her. What a dick. Both of these dicks. They did it on... Wow. The people are diabolical, man. They did it in order to turn her Wheel of Fortune around. To take the Ace of Pentacles from her. To take her business from her. This, I want to say, is her competition. I want to say that this guy is her competition. Oh, what a dick. That is totally unfair. Because it seems like she didn't know that they were, she didn't know about him. So therefore, like, how is that a competition? Like, how am I in competition with you if I don't even know you? I don't know you exist. How is there a competition? Like, I'm over here minding my business with my ass on my shoulders, acting like I know everything. You know, being the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And you're watching. This dude was watching this woman. He was watching her business. He was watching to see, scoping her out, trying to see how he could take this from her. And he used this King of Swords in reverse that's very likely addicted to something, or he's a liar. He's probably addicted to lying, probably, and probably a few other things, for real. But he used the King of Swords to steal from her, to take from her what actually belongs to her. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Her divine wish, her fate, her whatever was her just due. She should have had, and I said this before, I'll say it again. She should have had more of an open mind, more of a broad spectrum thought process, more of a let me look into this, let me see things instead of being in my emotions. Like, she was in her emotions. And no one gives a damn about your emotions. This is about business. They were, maybe that was part of the plan, putting her in her emotions so that she'd be all thrown off and not paying attention to her business. And then they could just take the business. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of, because some people are non-functional or cannot function if their feelings are all messed up. Like, if they can't function. It's just not gonna happen. And that's not uncommon. I'm sure you can think of people yourself right now that just cannot mentally function when, they're mad at their man, or, they want to say something, somebody said something that threw them off or whatever. She should have had more of a far-sighted view on things and should have took more time to look at the situation for what it is. But again, justice is here, They're not getting away with this. Gotta say that. They left something out. I said this earlier. They left something out or didn't tell her about something. And the justice system knows that they didn't. Because the star is here. This is hope. This is going to be a balance. They're coming in to balance the scales and bring it back to righteousness. So bring back to her what belongs to her. That they took being greedy. That's, ugh. Anyway. She didn't get the information, which nine times out of 10, that was the point. She was never supposed to receive some type of information. And that coupled with being in an emotional state was the way they were able to steal from her. The Hermit's in reverse. The Hermit in reverse on top of the Knight of Wands in reverse. Once this is exposed, there is a need for her to there's like a need for her to step out of herself and step out of to start seeing things for the way it is. Step out of your norm. Everything it's not the same thing on repeat. Sometimes things look like the same thing on repeat and they're really not the same thing on repeat. Like, sometimes it just appears to be that way. With the Hermit in reverse, it's like, okay, there's no real need to look internally and turn your emotions on and think about how this hurt you and that hurt you. And no, you need to look outwardly and see that this is not the same old hurt. This is not the same old situation. This is not, it ain't what you thought it was. And once it's aired out, she needs to come out and speak her piece and say, like, come from within and pour it out. So she really is the victim. She really is the victim. I said that she feels like she's making herself the victim. But she is the victim. You know, if people worked against her to steal from her, she literally is the victim. But to her, it was a victim. It's victimization in a different way. It was more of a victimization of they're emotionally abusing me. They're withholding, they're holding back from me. And that she's more of an emotional person. I swear to God, this person is emotional. That's what I keep getting from this. This person is more of an emotional person. Her feminine energy is quite strong. Where you're dealing with two masculines, and one of them's even in the reverse. So he's not only masculine, but he's a scandalous piece of junk. On top of that, he damn sure ain't emotional. Ain't nothing emotional about the King of Swords in reverse. Nothing. Nothing. There's nothing but cruelty and anger and the devil. The devil. That's what's there. Yeah. But for an emotional person, the Hermit in reverse says to me, when she learns about this situation, this is her moment in order to release and actually say how she feels about the situation. 9 times out of 10 in the court of law. I'm just saying. Come out of her head. Come out of the frustrations. Yeah. Come out of your head and out of the frustrations. Say how you feel about the situation. The truth. Yeah. This person was a fake lover. This person was sent in as a fake lover to steal. Ooh. So they only slowed the money. They slowed this business down, the money down. They didn't steal it all. They didn't steal it all. They slowed it down though. One of these people are her relative. They are related. The relative, the King of Pentacles, is the relative. I say that because she doesn't know that this person is even involved in this. And of course, emotionally, that would be a problem, wouldn't it? Like, you find out your cousin, just throwing something out there, your cousin is sent a man to be in your life to lie to you so that they can steal from you or or run your business into the ground or steal your business from you or stop your business. Because they're competition and they don't want you to have your just due, what belongs to you. They wanted to take the money, but this is delays. They were just slowing it down from happening. It's delays, so it's in the upright too. And it says it's necessary as well. I'm sure just to be sure that, this person doesn't lose everything. So somehow the justice system caught on. Or maybe the justice system realized that, something is missing here. I don't know what it is, You know, something is missing. The tax preparer should have sent us this and they never did. And they know the consequences if we don't get that. So why is this not here? Why we asked 17 times and we never got it? What's going on here? Well, the justice system now knows what's going on here. She should have been able to see this person, this King of Swords, this liar, this tender swindler guy for who he is. But it doesn't matter. The justice still prevailed. So, and I mentioned as soon as the information comes out, she needs to not like, don't hold anything in. Just let it be known. The truth, you know, let the truth be known. And it'll cause peace and harmony within, you know, obviously, right? It's going to cause peace and harmony within her. That's what I'm saying. Like, this situation may emotionally unbalance her on top of, you know, losing your business. You know, imagine that you lost your business and then you find out it's because your cousin and some dude that you thought was really messing with you was really on, like, or girl, whatever. Like, you thought that person was really feeling you and they really were not. They were really just there on some deceptive stuff, the devil, pretending to be your lover, to pretending to be your friend, whoever, in order to slow down your business so that it can either stop or they can continue to steal from it or whatnot. This is sick. That's sick to plot like that on somebody. You know, it kind of makes you respect people who just go into the bank with the gun, you know, rather than do this Ocean's 11 bullshit that I'm seeing here. What is this? We're going to pretend that you love her and tell her all the sweet nothings and la da 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 da. Like, seriously? Okay, I just want to do one thing before I get to you. Because I'm just irritated now with that guy. Those guys. That was irritating. Because you think, you know, just because a person is emotional, and yeah, you know, maybe a little naive, maybe a little in over their head, but every business owner is when they get started. You know what I mean? Like, to take advantage of, because this is somebody that knew this person closely. To take advantage of that person is just bizarre. Like, you're weird. You need to go find you something to do. Like, you're going to take advantage of that person's naivety. You're going to take advantage of that person's trust. You're going to take advantage of that person's emotional state. Like, oh, I know them. I know all we got to do is do da-da-da-da. And she loves love or he loves love. So all you got to do is go in and pretend like you love them. That's crazy. I'm just going to pull one. Transformation. Oops. So the Hierophant. I'm sorry, the Hermit in reverse again. When it all comes out, this is an 11. When it all comes out, that gives a chance for everybody in the situation to transform by the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, speaking her peace. The King of Pentacles, you know, and likely both the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles ending up in jail. That's going to change the lives of these people involved. But at least she gets again to speak her piece with messages. Okay. Give me just a second. Let me fix these cards. Let me see. Why'd you? I'm gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. Nope. I'm gonna go with that. That's sweet though that you want to know about Maya. How long has it been since you've been with her? I was gonna ask like, why'd you break up? But I don't want to dig in your business. And that might come out in this reading anyway. Aww. Aww. That's the worst. That's a little bit of what I was just talking about in this reading. That Queen of Pentacles probably did have feelings for the King of Swords in reverse, and therefore didn't look at him in the way in which she should have seen him, because of her feelings. And that happens. That does happen. Let's see. Which one should I use the tarot of... This is over with. So I think the after tarot would be a good idea. Aww. You're so sweet. And here we wonder if the person that, you know, we've left thinks about us. Obviously, everybody does, right? Right? Let me take this out of here. But we'll see. Because she might not be. I don't know her, but we're going to find out today. We are going to find out right now. I'm going to use the after tarot. Let's put these back in this beautiful box. Are all these face up? Okay. Let's see what's popping. Tell me, no, tell us, right? What's happening with Maya? Is she thinking about this person at all? What does she think? I just saw the Three of Cups and the Ace of Wands. The Two of Pentacles. Let me flip some cards so we can get spicy. Extra spicy. You got good memories. But she's leaving them behind. The memories are there. There's the memories again. I don't know if it's going to focus on the card. The memories are definitely there. Definitely there. But again, if you see that man in the back in the red, it walked away. Whatever y'all had, she definitely thinks about it. All right. Who is this? Which one of y'all was that? I asked about her, so she doesn't want it. The cup. Yeah, I asked about her. And that 4 cups is I don't want it. You see how she's pouring out your love. She's pouring out. She's the 6 of cups was there. She's walking away from the memories. The 8 of cups was there. 8 of cups was showing somebody, the foreground, someone reminiscing as the person is still walking away. Like, so I think you were the person in the foreground there. And she's definitely happy. And I keep getting this 3 of cups. This is like not going away. Okay, I'm going to try to shuffle it into the deck a little bit. All right, so bottom of the deck is the 2 of Wands. Let's see. Ugh. She knows better. Too much fighting. Just tired of the fighting. The fighting is over with. Constant battles. Just feeling like financially that you're not getting anywhere. Just stepping into her higher self. Oh yeah, this is fighting. Well, this is the after tarot. So this is after the fight. This is I'm done fighting. This is I'm done fighting. I don't know if it's a physical fight. I don't know if it's arguments. It could also be I'm fighting for love or done fighting for love that I'm never going to get, which is what unrequited is. Yeah. This is I'm done fighting for love. If you obviously, I don't know if it's an actual physical fight. And like I said, so it could be fighting with herself as well, knowing that, hey, I don't fit here, because the High Priestess is here as well. This is intuition. The High Priestess, even in the after tarot, doesn't change. The High Priestess is the same in the regular tarot as it is in the after tarot. So her intuition was always, maybe that's what she was fighting with. Her intuition constantly. Like knowing that, like, I'm not happy here. Like, I'm not fulfilled. Like, I must walk away for fulfillment, because this is money. This is material gain and money, but this is not having it, right? So this is like, I don't want to continue to be unhappy, basically. Nice way to put it. Ah, ah. No, this is her. You asked for her inner thoughts. This is her inner thoughts. The High Priestess is here. She knew already. There was a knowing already. Let me see. The 5 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. She knew she had found somebody else. You see how he's crowning somebody else? He's crowning another person. He's giving her the wreath on her head. I didn't mention this because this is freaking brutal. Yeah, I didn't want to mention this, but this was the first card. This is the Knight of Swords making it to his destination. And you see what what he was going to do. This is where he was headed. So in the regular tarot, you just see a knight riding fast on his horse. And this is him making it to his destination. So this is I made up my mind. It's just a brutal image, you know. And to me, the way it fits in this is that she knew, because this is a sword, this is intelligence, knowledge. She knew that you weren't ready for what's about to happen to you. She knew that she was going to catch you off guard, and she knew that this was going to be painful. This also could be her leaving you in a financially terrible spot. This also could be her knowing that, you know, her moving on with everything, with all of this knowledge, with all of her love or whatever. Oh, or her knowing that she was gonna find somebody else. That bag on her back, the baggage. So she like, you know, I'm gonna take my baggage and go to the next person. I'm done fighting with myself. I feel like this is her fighting herself. Because the high priestess is I won't say all knowing, because she is not the all, but she is connected to the all. So the concept of the high priestess is not an imbalance. It's not a person that doesn't know. It's actually the direct opposite. The high priestess has already known. That's why the moon is there. You can't hide anything from a high priestess. And that also means she couldn't hide nothing from her damn self. So this isn't really fighting herself. It was just, I quit. I'm going to move on. And it's an 11 too. 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands makes 11 Wands. This is a page turner. I would be highly surprised if she came back. I would be so surprised. She thinks that this new guy has more money than you. She thinks that this new person can provide for her. Well, if you call moving on to the next guy for money happy, I don't know if I'm a woman. I don't know. This isn't happiness to me. You know, I couldn't know something like this, that I was getting ready to do something like this because another man had more money. Because I'm looking at the Page of Pentacles in the upright, and he's giving his money to the shorter man. Like he's sharing the money. So, you know, that tells me that she thinks that there's growth, development, more there, money-wise, linked to the earth than what you could provide. She knew you were gonna, she thinks you were going to see her as a snake, see her as somebody who deceived you. Wow. This is Yeah, she thought that too. Look at the hermit with the snake. Hermit is about introspection, right? So this is after the hermit has an enlightenment. The hermit has perceived himself, the situation, and there's a wolf here. Like, so there's a wolf, and the main thing that got me was the snake, because it kind of fits with what's happening here. If you already knew as a high priestess what you were about to do to this person was going to catch him off guard and be something that, you know, he's unprepared for. And then, I mean, she did it viciously, quickly, no warning, just, I'm going to go because I got this guy over here with some money. I mean, I don't know if how quick is, you know, quick could have been 6 months, quick could have been, you know, they were romancing each other for 6 months, a year, 2 years, whatever. But she knew that she was going to, whatever was going on over here, she already knew that this situation with you was over with. Is that you then? That's the King of Wands is a handsome guy. And that he's kind of spicy. Like, King of Wands is not he's not one to really play with. He's got energy. He's got stamina. He's not one to really cross. I could see that happening. I could see the King of Wands you know, stepping away from her as well. But that's on top of this Five of Pentacles here, where this woman is walking off with her baggage. I'm drawn to the salamander, which is normally his left hand man, but now this time it's in his right hand. This other energy is here. The salamander is another energy. Maybe you had somebody in your ear about it as well. Somebody directing you, guiding you, maybe opening your eyes, maybe showing you, hey, you know, this isn't right. Then it don't sound right. She don't look right. Like, things don't look right. Because his face is mad stern. Like, he looks like he's ready to fight. But then again, that's the energy of the King of Wands too. It's a very strong energy, very powerful energy. I'm going to say this, and you probably are going to think I am tripping. I would be surprised. Why? Because the Magician on top of the High Priestess, that's a 3. 3 is always the most high. And then you add with it the High Priestess and the Magician. It's almost as if you guys were not supposed to be together. I want to say that. It's almost as if that's a pretty powerful energy. The High Priestess and the Magician. Like, she, gotta say this, she was for certain using every single thing she had in her power to leave. Because that's what the Magician does. The Magician gets what he wants because he makes it happen. He takes everything that is available to him and he makes it happen. Like her bag of tricks, he makes that happen. But the 3 being there lets me know that, and the 11. Oh, yeah. She, and the 2 of Cups is here. You're not going to like that. This is what's on top of the 6 of Wands. I also want to say, and I didn't want to bring this up too, but that 5 of Wands is what's behind this. 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords, right next to the High Priestess and the Magician. Like she really, because this scene here, this scene here also hasn't changed from the actual tarot to this one. She is happy with what she's done. I'm gonna put it that way, because I'm not gonna add any insult or injury to this. She's happy with what she's done. Yeah, I was gonna say this was, I told you the magician gets what he wants because he's, number one, he's tenured in what he does. He knows what he's doing and he uses all of his elements to get what he wants. This is somebody who schemed and betrayed in order to get. You see how he's waving that damn sword and he looks all smug? And the people around him are just like shamed. Like, I can't even believe that, like, I even know you. Like, yeah. She's cool with whatever betrayal happened here. She's cool with this. And that is, how can you be cruel like that? I don't know. I mean, you could go to the other person. You don't need to do this. Because if you look closely, there are 3 swords in this person's hands. That's betrayal all day long. I want to say the man that she ends up with is going to end up like this as well. They're happy now. Likely because he is providing. But that's the 9 of Wands on top of the Page of Pentacles, which I've already said is the reason why the 6 of Wands is here. So the 9 of Wands is very likely she's going to do it again. I said she's tenured at what she does. Yeah. Sometimes that pain, stuff like this, it wakes you up. It's like a cold splash of water. Like, you definitely were thinking that it was something, and you find out it was definitely not. This person was plotting and secretive, and And I've never seen the high priestess like this. You see how stone cold her face is? And she's got the keys in her hand. Yeah, she was ready to go. She had her keys in her hand, purse in her hand. Aw. Well, if it makes you feel any better, the next guy is going to feel just like that. This is you, this is him. But you have fire. There's energy here. There's something deep within you that, if you pull it out, this will not happen again. For sure. But the next guy, you see how it's two dudes? I don't mean to laugh, and I am not laughing at you at all. There's two dudes on this card. In the regular tarot, there's one guy. This card is two guys. One of them dudes is standing right next to you. You're one of these guys, and so is he. And I'm sure the other staffs that are here are probably other guys that are either going to be standing there shortly or probably have left and have moved on from this chick. She is a man-eater. Like, that's wild. But, hey, that's... I don't know why people do that. Just move on. Be honest. Say what it is. Why you got to plot on somebody? What do you got to plot on them for? Why you got to plot? Just tell the person, hey, I don't want you. Have a good one. Like, what are they going to do? I mean, you're welcome. Let me get you, wait, before you go, before you run out. I love getting the demon deck out. Yeah. I don't know. Because does that look like I feel bad? Does this look like I feel bad? That heifer is... I mean, she might give you a couple alligator tears. But I don't know if she feels as bad as she says she does. Ace of Pentacles. You should focus on your money because she sure is. She sure is. I always go to the demon deck because they always tell everybody's business. Everybody's business, okay? She's definitely focused on money. This came out upside down. She probably ain't getting any, which is probably why this is going to happen in the future. But if I were you, I would focus on this. It hurts less when you're just making some money. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know, right? Right. That's what I'm talking about. Like, get your money up. For real. Because this girl, I don't want to say, I'm not going to talk her back up. No. You already know what it is. Use your own discernment. Use your own discernment because you already know she about money. And as soon as your investments start blowing and as soon as your money starts coming up, because she's going to be like this because this is what she likes. All of this, look at this. All of this is about money. It's about money. Money, 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 money. So when your money starts stacking, good for you. That's all I'm going to say. When your money starts stacking, good for you. For real. For real. I doubt, I highly doubt with the energy that you have that you're going to go back to this person. I mean, with the knowledge that you have as well, I feel like if we want to be honest, this This is probably a facade, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is probably a facade. Because if she can do all of this to you, all this lovey-dovey, huggy, I love him. Look at that. Look at the cat rubbing up against her and big old happy family, whatever. I don't know. Because if she can, how is that? My mind cannot conceive how you have a person like this who could plot and do all of this, but inside they're lovey and marshmallows and unicorns and hugs and I love him and he's all mine. But then, like, I just don't see this being true. Not with all of this. I'm sorry. And this right here being the last card, this is the last card. This brother's standing right next to you. Okay? How is this true? How? How could these two be true? How you love him? She lying through her teeth, but okay. You know? She plotting on him. You ain't nobody's check, okay? You're not a paycheck. Some of these heifers need to go get a job. Like, literally. Yeah. She's spying on it? Somebody's spying. This is together. This is somebody with somebody, and that person being an emperor, and somebody is watching them. And their Ace of Cups. Just focus on your cash. That's all I can say. I don't feel like, you know, that if that relationship was meant to work out, like I said, you know, the 3 was there for a reason. It could be. I didn't think of that. Yeah, he probably is. He probably is trying to protect his investments. Because I don't care what nobody say. No one wants to be taken advantage of, like, period. Like, even sugar daddies, like, they want something. You gonna give some of that sugar up. How about that? Like, I'm not giving up my money that I worked for nothing. Nobody does that, like, period. So, at some point, just like you did, you realize, like, this isn't right. Like I said, it's either somebody was telling you that because of that salamander, or you maybe just felt like that, like, hey, you know, this doesn't make any sense. Like, how am I pouring into this lady and I'm not getting anything out of it? Like, do you care or not? Like, do you care about me or not? All intuition. You're right about that. Because eventually it gets to a point where it's like, okay, my intuition never lies. Like, I'm gone. For real. Just keep that in mind, too. Your intuition never lies. Ever. It's literally the only thing that will never tell you a lie. Because I'm telling you, you'll get a lie quick, fast, in a hurry from mass amounts of people. All right. You're welcome. Oh, thanks for sticking around and letting me read for you. Subscribe to me, man. I'll be here tomorrow. And I don't know what I'm going to pick up tomorrow, but I will be here tomorrow to just be nosy in other people's business. Thank you for following me. I appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.